Okay, okay. Um, okay, that was a pathetic loading screen, but I don't think it will matter because this game is very long. I don't want to waste like extra 5 seconds playing the replay. Um, so yeah, welcome back everyone to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be game 2 of this BO3 here. I have confirmed this is BO3. Um, yeah, which is okay, a little disappointing, but yeah, considering that the length of this particular game, maybe it might be worth it. I don't know. Either way, the map is on Ancient Isles. The top right side we have Moon spawning in as the blue Night Elf player, who is currently 1-0 against his opponent, who is Infi, the red human in the bottom left. So, yeah. Last game was a little weird. It was a little back and forth, a little bit of tug and war, honestly. In the end, Moon kind of won the war of attrition. Like the army supply was surprisingly equal, despite looking on like Infi's side. I have no idea where his units were. He had like 2 or 3 griffins, 2 or 3 knights, 2 mortar teams. He had home advantage. He had towers and all that. He still got pretty destroyed in that last fight. Moon, on the other hand, had about 5 or 6 bears, couple of dryads, not too many, but he had like 4 hippogriffs to just chase down those griffins. And chasing down those griffins, making them like attack or retreat from those hippogriffs was enough space, I guess, for those bears to just completely demolish what was on the ground. And of course, 2 level 6 heroes with Moon's Demon Hunter and Panda was kind of too much for Infi's Tri-Hero to deal with. So, yeah, it was interesting. Of course, I don't think the Panda level 6 wasn't too impactful since it just came last minute, but I don't know, maybe that might have been the turning point, I have no idea. Either way, we're going to this game. +6 claws gets picked up with the Demon Hunter of the warrior camp here. So, looking pretty good. Last game, he was alright, but he wasn't an absolute monster like normal Demon Hunters should be, with, you know, 1 or 2 claws of attack, but he was still pretty strong. He tanked a lot of damage. He took on like the entire human army for a good while and managed to live as well. So, holding my breath, seeing that this game is pretty long. I am very looking forward to what exactly makes this a long game. So, yeah, level 2 on the Archmage there, pretty much doing the same camp as Moon, but Moon just went for the item. It's still given level 2, I believe. So yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. Entry rewards were picked up. Meanwhile, the Archmage looks like a replenishment potion got picked up and instantly used. Infi going for an early expansion here. Should pretty much be the same thing as last time, except this time around Moon is going to go for an extremely early tier 2 rather than expansion or Hunter's Hall. We still need 1 or 2 minutes to decide or determine whether or not the Hunter's Hall will be placed down. Interesting ability of choice here from Moon. He actually chooses to utilize Immolation. Of course, not very well in terms of mana efficiency, but interesting. I don't know how much this will affect Infi's economy, mainly due to the fact that Infi will have the second base. It'll pretty much just mean an equalized economy for a little while. The Hunter is probably gonna have TP staff home if he is, you know, on time. It'd be pretty bad to burn a TP scroll so early and for very little reason. He is gonna burn a TP scroll. Okay, so only a single peasant, I believe, was taken down there. Not even a footman. And he completely empties 3 moonwells. So TP scroll, 3 moonwells. Not that great of a return on investments there for Moon, in my opinion. He has a good number of archers, but Of course, archers do have a hard time against footmen, especially when they start getting the defend upgrades. Not sure if they're gonna go for it, but it depends on Infi's pathway. If he chooses to take a while until he starts tier 2, then he might go for the upgrade. And of course, whether or not Moon has enough archers to justify it. Here we go again with the immolation, trying to get some easy kills, and the archer might be able to pick up that one peasant.
A player's
So it's
forces are under
all
attack.
fine and dandy with that, but yeah, a little head scratching to the immolation this time around. Panda makes his return once again and is gonna go for a breath of fire. So at least Min will have a lot of AoE damage and might pick up a couple of footmen this time around. Maybe no, he kind of staggering a little bit, unable to kill a single footman so far. He did drop a sentry ward right in front
forces
of,
are under attack.
right inside Infi's base. So at least he'll have information there. Tree of Life we saw a couple minutes ago. I don't know where this particular building is gonna go. And it's already been spotted by Infi. I mean, Infi should spot this, but might be a little too busy microing his units against heroes here.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, it has been spotted, but I believe the Tree of Life will just complete itself, and Moon will just try his best to keep this thing alive.
Forces are under attack.
So either way, tier 2 has now just started for Infi. Hunter Soul is being completed, so double Ancient of Laws are going to be a tech choice for Moon. Pretty standard stuff there. This expansion, on the other hand, is what is a little weird. Obviously further than this particular gold mine, so I can't tell whether or not he wants to go for the Overlord camp or just the Ogre Magi camp. Either way, the heroes battle it out once again. Immolation has been popped, and those footmen need to run for their dear lives before too much damage actually stacks up with that Breath of Fire. And there we go, more kills being picked up there for the Demon Hunter. Good thing about using, so few units and still getting kills is that you don't have to worry about losing that many units, because obviously you can control better because you have less units. Try not to sacrifice them needlessly, but I guess you can't have them all. Don't seem like the Magi camp is going to be the expansion. Ultravision is now done.
Town is under siege.
Dryads should be starting to mass up here, and you might see bears. I don't know. It took a while for Moon to transition into bears, but that was mainly because Infi took a while to get an army down, and he mainly went for tier 3 flyers. It might be different this time around. Only time to tell. Expansion should be cleared out here. I believe the panda got preserved back home. A little weird. I guess because Demon Hunter doesn't want to share any bit of experience, and Infi shows up to crash the party, and he is going to at least take down the Ancient of War there. Immolation doing a fair bit, and the Demon Hunter is only 1 kill away from level 3. I have not seen a mana burn just yet, so it might just be Immolation for the second ability. But then again, I haven't actually seen an evasion proc either, so it's all up in the air right now. Legacy Witch comes out as the second hero. I mean, it's kind of smart actually. Legacy Witches get killed so quickly because of mana burn, but now that the Demon Hunter has Immolation, the time to kill it is probably longer. So I don't know if that's just, fun fact, or if that's just an ingenious strategy. We are starting to see some riflemen here. Arcane Sanctums are being placed down, so we're going for rifle casters and +1, +1, and +1 on, well, pretty much +1 on everything but those footmen and Spellbreaker armor, which is actually weird. Oh no, +1 armor on those riflemen. Okay, not as weird. Usually, for Spellbreakers, you would focus on armor. I think I've seen that a lot more than you know, humans going for +1 attack. But he is going for that sort of a route there, so oh well. Bit of a skirmish from both sides. Seems like Moon has the advantage in terms of unit supply, but his Demon Hunter is taking a bit of damage. I have not seen a evasion proc just yet. I think he tossed the mana burn as well. I can't tell honestly. I completely forgot. My eyes were like elsewhere, so I'll keep my eyes, you know, a lot more open here. Scholarly Healing will be used, able to top up all of those archers and dryads. Another Breath of Fire would be absolutely devastating. Immolation's doing a ton of damage as well. There we go, another Breath of Fire, able to claim more human lives for the Night Elves. Wow, so many Preservation Staff procs being utilized there. Does the Demon Hunter have his own? He doesn't. Okay, so I think they just swim swap with each other there, so interesting. Spellbreaker's starting to add to the mix here, so it's a little dangerous for especially the Panda to be around, because he is taking that feedback damage from those Spellbreakers, and of course just constantly getting slowed by the Nagasi, which is Frost Arrows. Needs to be a little careful. Can he really afford to give the the Preservation Staff to the Demon Hunter? Oh wow, that just answered the question. It doesn't look like he was able to. Very unfortunate for Moon to lose that. Yeah, that was weird. I was wondering if he would survive that, but as soon as he did it, apparently that was an instant no. Alright, Moon needs to be a little careful now that his opponent is at his doorstep. And the Ogre Magi will be stolen for Infi, and he gets the Health Stone. So nice steal there from our human player. Able to keep that on either the Archmage or the Naga Sea Witch, and mass detonations here to just completely eviscerate the mana pools of the casters and the heroes there. So that will save Moon a bit of time actually, which is, you know, what he needs. He is slightly behind on supply, and his army composition is probably not strong enough to deal with, you know, rifle casters. Rifle casters is so well rounded, I think, that it is tough to deal with. Towers are being built, which is, you know, just putting more strain and pressure on Moon right now. Yeah, just gonna try and go for a push out here. More Breath of Fire, another detonation will be used. Spellbreakers need to be a little careful there. And Infi's actually gonna choose to TP. At least one of his towers is just finished, but it seems like Moon looked scary enough to force a TP scroll from Infi. So, really, I guess safe playing from Infi. I definitely think he could have survived that, but maybe he lost way too much health on his Spellbreakers that it just looks scary for him. Yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
But I was checking my messages. I just got messaged, and well, I won't bother to reply after this recording. Oh wow, plus 12 floors of attack. So that'll be useful on the Naga Sea Witch, who, you know, will most likely be getting a lot more attacks in compared to the Archmage. I mean, thank God it didn't go over to the Demon Hunter. I mean, if this game lasted long enough for him to reach 6, then that might have been a problem. I have no idea what the item dropped here. It seems like it's going to be the Hood of Cunning. Not particularly a useful item, at least in terms, in comparison to both, all three of the double attributes. I think that the Helmet of Valor and maybe, what was it, Medallion of Courage is... No, actually Hood of Cunning is actually pretty good. Anything with intelligence is, you know, probably up there compared to, you know, just non-intelligent items. Scroll, Core is going to be used, but it is, of course, a risk of doing that because Spellbreakers can easily steal that buff Breath of Fire able to hit most of those riflemen, but a Scroll of Healing will be popped right there. And Moon is not good right now. He is forced to TP his Demon Hunter right back, and oh, just loses the bear as well to that Archmage Fireball. This was indeed a fight that Moon chose to continue fighting, and got a little punished for it. Is going to be given the Hood of Cunning, which is probably a smarter choice because, I mean, he has Immolation for, so he needs that extra intelligence, and of course he is an agility hero, so he will definitely love that increased attack. I mean, this is still a problem. Invisible Rifleman here to just, you know, keep tabs on the Night Elf army. Just going for a very quick camp here. Item is going to be Flippers of Agility, so that's another agility item potentially for the Demon Hunter, but he just can't take it because he's completely full on inventory. Another Drunken Fire combo there, and we did see the Archmage actually going for a Blizzard, so not sure what that hits. Only hits those bears, and those Dryads are completely immune to it, so it's a little weird to see that particular ability chosen against a Night Elf matchup, but it appears to be doing a lot of damage to these bears, and they are slowly dropping in numbers. We only have 2 left, potentially 1, and yeah, we might actually have none in fact. Moon actually chooses to kill his last bear rather than give even more experience over to his opponent. I don't know if he succeeded in that, but man, that just shows how desperate Moon is right now. He needs all the small victories he can get, but right now he is not getting any sort of victories. He's trying to expand here, but like Infi could expand here as well to just balance it out. 74 versus 55, level 4, and I think level 4 versus level 4, level 4. Yeah, level 4, level 4. 2 level 4s on each side. Riflemen are +1, +0, and Spellbreakers are still +1, +1. +2 armor is on the way for those Spellbreakers, so yes, making it a lot harder to kill these Spellbreakers for impact. And he doesn't have nearly as enough bears as he had before, so it's a big struggle right now. Moon just needs to make sure like these towers don't get any further, because if these actually you know, complete on this particular island, it's very difficult to you know, keep this base alive, which probably might actually not even happen either. The base is looking to fall down. I don't know if Moon actually has enough units to push this away. He has closed the gap a little bit, but yeah, yikes. Panda didn't even toss out a Breath of Fire yet. He tossed out the Drunken Haze, but I guess pathing issues made him unable to go for a Breath of Fire. Preservation Staff will be used once again, and the Demon Hunter. I don't even know if the Demon Hunter can actually heal back up. He can be rejuvenated, but the Moon Walls are just completely dry. Wellspring upgrades, like, is done, but like it's nowhere near nighttime. This is a huge problem for Moon. And Infi is looking really good. He's just gonna build a scout tower there. I'm surprised he's not going for more expansions, but maybe that's a little greedy, I don't know. I think he's in a good position to go for more expansions and also just end it out, but yeah, he is just playing it safe. I mean, come on, he TP'd away from an army that was like 15 supply down, so, and he had towers as well on the way, so yeah, if he's just playing it safe. What I'm gonna pick up? Healing wards, okay. A bit of a mixed bag on that one, I think, but honestly, Moon does not let that happen, but Moon's been pretty good in getting these little things, like, you know, denying experience, killing items that he can't actually get. I mean, I think he might be on point with the healing ward skills there. He just needs to be on point with getting these bears out of the Blizzard AoE. So much damage is happening. So yeah, it seems like the Demon Hunter has, I don't know if he retrained or not, but he has Mana Burn now. Uh-oh. Oh, this is really bad. At least Moon has mined about 500 gold off of this gold mine. It's just not much profit. He is gonna lose, like, we don't even consider the lumber as well, but I guess lumber is kind of hard to value, I guess. Interesting healing ward. I mean, it only hits the Archmage right now, but it kind of prevents Moon from actually going for more of a counter attack. I mean, Moon is not looking good right now. Most of his units are red or orange, and he keeps using Moonstones to delay the actual nighttime. So he either needs to, you know, just wait for nighttime entirely, or he needs to like keep buying Moonstones. +2 attack upgrades for those riflemen as well. Honestly, the cherry on top for Infi would probably be mortar teams. I think mortar teams finish the comp very well. I mean, yeah, I guess riflemen are pretty good counters to Dryads by themselves, but mortar teams just do so much damage. And the fact that you don't have to be in front of those bears to get in range of those Dryads is always a plus. Either way, lighting on of the Stormwind there, it's, I mean, I think at this point in the game, you gotta keep that item. You have so many units that the aura hits, that like +1 armor might just make a difference, so... yeah, we'll keep an eye on that Archmage if he keeps that particular aura, but... yeah, it always just feels good having an aura hit so many units. 77 versus 68, a couple of Dryads and Archers here. To be very careful not to get caught out, because if Moon lost half of his army just there, he most likely would have GG'd. Tree of Eternity is moving out. He does have the Nature's Blessing, I believe. That's why it's moving, you know, slightly faster than usual, 10% faster. I don't know, I was gonna make a distance analogy, but like I don't know which distance unit to utilize. I don't know if I should have used meters or miles or whatever the sort. People will be like, what is miles? What is meters? How much is that? Yeah, I don't know. Either way, it doesn't look like this base is going to last. Actually, it looks very difficult for Moon to stay in this. And here I'm wondering how this game has still so much to go. Bears moving out, going after the barracks of all things. Honestly, you would have, you know, done better just going after these arcane sanctums. But oh, now Moon chooses to target the town hall. Tree of Eternity is being focused down. This scroll is actually going to be used. Infi is, oh, he's really playing it safe right now. But all that did was go for another counter TP scroll. Somewhere? Wait, what? Wait, oh, over here. Okay. TP scroll back over here. That was really weird. I thought this army was the one that TP'd, but yep, that was dumb. Very dumb. Anyway, this expansion is going to fall, but gold mine is already mined out, so like nothing was really lost. This gold mine has paid for itself like probably 10 times over or something like that. I don't know.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, Moon's just in a very difficult position right now. 66 supply, no source of income. He has to make do with his, you know, his current units. Although I guess Infi's not actually mining from any base either, so it's now become, you know, just a stall game right now. Both players just need to play smart. Moon is gonna be revealed soon, so that will, I mean, when that happens, I think Infi will be a lot more confident
Player's
in his
forces are
decisions.
under attack.
I think he's kind of second guessing himself on like, oh, what happens if, you know, Moon somehow outraces me. But if he does have the revealed information, he'll, you know, he'll be able to keep tabs on all that. Moon's
Town is under siege.
actually built a tree of life somewhere. Don't know where. Is it here? No. Here? He stopped the reveal countdown. Here, okay. Weird placement, but I guess, you know, not
A player's forces
not a really
are
common
under
place to look
attack.
at. Not gonna go for any gold mines, but it will prevent Moon from getting revealed. Panda level 5. I believe Demono's... Okay, he's very close to level 5. I don't know if this farm will give the needed experience, but
The town is under
I
siege.
mean, yeah, compared to 6, 5 is alright. It will at least give him a level 3 mana burn. Infi going for an expansion here, you know, just making sure that he stays in the game. Doesn't want to throw it because it could definitely be throwable. Although his army has been stuck together for, you know, the past 5-10 minutes. Meanwhile, Moon has been playing it a little split,
The town is under siege.
yeah, I don't know. Split probably is the best description. Peasant being used as a shade. I mean, very, very cheap shade,
A player's forces are under
but
attack.
shade nonetheless. Yeah, I guess the buildings don't give experience anymore. Or maybe it's only the ancients. Yeah, I think it's only the ancients that are uprooted that give experience. I think that's how it goes, because they're considered units once they are uprooted. This rifleman has pretty big guts if he is, you know, keeping tabs on that demon hunter.
Player's forces are under
Because
attack.
that rifleman could potentially give level 5 over to the Demon Hunter. Dryads, of course, need to be careful not to get killed because it's very hard to replace you guys.
A town is under
Resources,
siege.
Moon, 61 gold, always nice to see. Infi, on the other hand, can't really speed build anymore because he is now out of gold, but he will be able to mine off gold mines once again. His casters trying their best to prevent these Dryads from, you know, killing off this saving grace of Infi, but bit of a stalemate here. Demon Hunter was forced to get in the battle. He actually did hit 5 somewhere, so he does have access to level 3 mana burn. So Nagasiwish needs to be a lot more careful. Expansion is now down, and Infi is now mining off a gold mine
A player's
again.
forces are under
So,
attack.
like I said, Moon is in a bit of a bind. Yeah. Palisma evasion. I don't think I've seen an evasion proc, so I don't know if the Demon Hunter retrained or just has both abilities. But then again, I haven't seen him immolate like recently either, so maybe I'm
Town
just
is
completely
under siege.
ignorant to the evasion proc there. Uh-oh. Infi probably overcommitted too much on this defense that his main base is now under fire. He is now he's upside down in supply, and I guess that's it. He needs to rebuild those farms. But for now, where did the Tree of Life go? Oh, there it went. Okay, so seems like Moon is kind of back in the game as well. This is just ridiculous kind of cat and mouse game. I honestly think Infi has probably a 70% chance of just steamrolling Moon's army, but he's playing it really safe, like extremely safe, so I don't know what I think about this. Again, Dryad's a 1-1. Spellbreaker's actually
A town is
got
under siege.
+2 attack as well, so +2/+2/+2/0. Obviously, nowadays Infi has no luxury of going for more upgrades, so that will probably be it for the remainder of the game. Ooh, Infi is playing it a little weird, a little non-committal right now when it comes to defending both his bases. He he split all his spellbreakers off from his casters. Casters are in charge
A
of
player's forces are under attack.
protecting this base. Panda, probably not a good idea to come in and drunken fire. Yeah, that was not good actually.
Town is under siege.
I think the casters and riflemen should actually swap their roles, because spellbreakers don't get absolutely destroyed by the panda. And spellbreakers can't really kill those dryads. Riflemen and spellcasters are probably a lot better. Oh, bait and switch. Here we go again. Drunken fire combo, not gonna do too much. And yeah, seeing the evasion proc there. I put the evasion. Oh, actually, no, that's the talisman. Okay, so I'm fairly certain the Demon Hunter got evasion proc.
A town is
So
under
he no longer
siege.
has immolation. Bit of a bummer. He could have done a lot of damage to those casters, but it's just a mana vampire. Dryads, again, hit and run with this town hall or keep. A really weird game because it's still going on. Like both sides are, like the most aggressive one is Moon, which is surprising because he's behind in supply, but he is getting these small victories. And Infi's just playing it so conservative. He's actually going to move out his entire army, well, not entire army, but majority of his army away, which is,
A player's
I mean, he
forces
needs
are
it
under
to
attack.
fend off against these dryads, but I guess it worked out for him in the end because Moon chose not to go for the expansion. Yeah, very weird game. Interesting placements
Town
on these
is
Moon
under
walls here.
siege.
Not much else to say, really. How much gold is left? Almost 2,000 gold has been mined out. Moon
A player's forces are under attack.
actually mined out more than his opponent. That is weird. Oh, I guess he mined it earlier before. Oh wow. Yeah, TV staffs are definitely a pain right now for Infi. He just lost his keep and might be losing a couple of farms, so this will guarantee that he will be unable to you know, produce any more units later, but it seems like Infi had enough and he is now going on the offensive. Is it too late? I have no idea, because now the Dryads are out. Only an arcane tower stands between them and the destruction of this town hall. Moon is gonna lose his Tree of Life, but how much else is gonna lose? TP Scroll is gonna be used right now. And yeah, this is probably not smart for Moon to commit, but he is committing. Huge Breath of Fire doing so much damage, and he is just trying his best. Ward of Healing Ward is being placed down and is not actually being focused right by Moon, but that does not matter. Another level 3 Breath of Fire will be able to finish off the Town Hall and a couple more peasants. Blizzard doing so much damage. Demon Hunter is so close to dead. The Panda's also very close to dead, and he might actually get killed. And there we go, last glaive will be able to finish his life. Level 5 Panda. Moon is now unable to. I don't think he can actually revive the Panda anymore, because he's upside down supply. No, he's not actually. Okay, no, I guess these Moon ones gave him enough supply cap, but he has no gold. It's a level 5 Panda.
A player's
Costs
forces are
so
under
much.
attack.
Yeah, I think this is now over, as Infi is now going to
The town is
be
under
thorough,
siege.
destroy the Altar of Elders. I mean, reveal timer is at 40 seconds. There's no way for Moon to rebuild the Tree of Life unless his team sells all his items. Yeah, I mean, Moon tried his best, but in the end, I don't think it really worked out well for him. Honestly, at this point, I think I will indeed speed up the game a little bit, because it's all just for the sake of it now, really. They're just attacking buildings for, you know, forever. The Dryads actually went after this
The town is
expansion,
under siege.
but oh, is it actually going to be a base race? Wait, what? Another Tree of Life, actually Ancient of War gets placed down here. Moon only has these Moon ones left, and this Ancient of War. Meanwhile, Infi only has these 3 buildings
Player's
left as
forces
well.
are under attack.
Huh? Wait, what? Wait, Infi only has... Okay, he's gonna build a lumber mill there.
Town is under
Oh, that
siege.
was really scary, in fact. I was almost second guessing myself. Like, was Infi actually gonna lose this game? But thankfully he did bring a couple of peasants along. Has plenty of resources to build more buildings. I think he just needs to find where that last building is. I actually don't know if okay, Infi does have vision of the Ancient of War. I think, but the problem is, like, can he afford to abandon this one lumber mill? The 1 building versus 1 building. Honestly, if Moon's smart, he will try to hide this Ancient of War in the trees. It looks like he is doing that. And well, yeah, it's 30 versus 69. Here comes Moon. It's definitely not wise to bum rush this lumber mill. Lumber mill with +1 masonry upgrades, 1000 health, and it's fortified. Town halls even being placed down as well. Really tough for Moon to actually do something about this. Tree of Life actually gets built here, so I guess the demon undersold all his items. Did indeed. Okay, speeding this up a little bit because it's just everyone's starting out the game again. Moon? He's trying to do something? See? I don't know. Where's his bears? Okay, he only has 1 bear. Yeah, he can't do this. What are the rules with endless games right now? Because I don't think I've ever seen this before. Can each player just stall and then wait until 1 player gives up? Because that might actually be a first. Beating up again because both players are literally AFK. Okay, Moon left the game. That is gonna be 1-all for this particular game. Very anticlimactic. Very weird game. I don't know if it warranted a 40-minute game, but it happened. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in game 3.